Hi, I wanted to share with you 9 habits that high-level CEOs practice every single day consistently. Number 1, they consistently get up early and do their routine. Most of them get up every day 4 to 4:30. I know that may sound ridiculous to some of you, but it's how they get it done. Do they go to work at 4:30, like to an office? No. They are working on themselves every day, 4 to 4:30, that type of time range. What are they doing? That's when they journal. That's when they read, when they exercise, when they have their prayer time. Whatever that may be, they consistently start their day every day early in the morning before everybody gets up and the world gets busy and you're doing just one. Let me just move one more load of laundry. Let me just, start one more load of dishes. Let me just do one more thing on the stove. Let me just, one more thing with the kids. Whatever it is in your world, it may literally be a 60-second interruption, but that 60 seconds goes on and on. So consistently do your routine and get up early. Read daily, whether that's sometimes for pleasure or sometimes for business, but most of the time it's for both. They read daily. They are always furthering their knowledge. They keep their brain sharp. So definitely, there are so many recommendations out there for books on, personal development, for self-development, for self-talk, leadership books, parenting books, marriage books. It doesn't always have to be a book in your niche or your market, but definitely always be working on personal development and reading daily. Exercise consistently. That doesn't maybe necessarily mean they do something 7 days a week. They may take a day of rest, but the other 6 days, you can bet your booty they're doing something. And it may not be at the gym lifting all 6 days, but maybe they're walking 3 of the 6 days or whatever it is, playing with the dog. But they are consistently putting in their exercise. They are writing their goals down and they are being clear and consistent. So, on the beginning of the month, they're like, okay, this is where what we would like to do this month. And then by mid-month, they are reviewing that. And do they need to pivot somewhere? Or are things going better than expected and they need to reevaluate and reset a higher goal? So always be writing down your goals so there is a clear path as to where you want to head, not just, I'd love to get to the next level in my marketing, in my company. What is the next level? How are you going to get there? So definitely be consistent with writing down your goals. Invest in a mentor or a coach. And, if you're not willing to spend $600 for 90 days for a personal private one-on-one coach, then invest in something that will get you immediate results. Brooke Hemingway has Align Business Coaching and it's $29 per month. Definitely worth the $29. You get lots of live coaching in there, lots of Q&A. Pretty much 5 days a week, something is going on in there. And there's lots of examples in there of ways to word things for business. So always be investing in yourself through a mentor or a personal coach. And it doesn't always have to be inside of the field. There's plenty of outside influential people that are fabulous at their jobs as well. They practice positive self-talk. So none of this negative Nancy to yourself. None of this talking about what an idiot you are or how you can't get anything done or everything is your fault. No, that is not how a CEO of a corporation behaves. Lots of positive self-talk, positive affirmations. Every day when I start my day, I am writing down a positive affirmation, sometimes 2, depending on what's going on. My personal coach challenged me to not only write down personal affirmations for myself, but aside from that, write every day 5 business leadership personal affirmations. So, one of the ones that I like to use is, I love who I am becoming. But that doesn't say anything. It could pertain to my leadership, yes, but that's not leadership specific. So she has me writing down 5 leadership affirmations every day. So positive self-talk daily. Don't worry about failure. That's where your greatest lessons come from. So put yourself out there. And if whatever it is that you decide to do is a flop, it happens. The very first Zoom that I ran for my team, nobody showed up. Nobody. Was it a flop? Yeah. You know what? It happened. I laughed about it. I made fun of myself. I made a little story about it, how I had a Zoom with all of my friends and it was a photo of me. So if you don't try, you don't know. So just put yourself out there and don't be afraid of the failure. That's when your biggest lesson comes. The only problem with failure is when you sweep it under the rug and you don't take a look at it. Instead, analyze, 1, what did I possibly do wrong? Maybe I didn't invite correctly to that Zoom. Maybe I was secretly hoping no one showed up, so the scared me didn't have to present. So think, try to analyze what you did wrong and then actually correct what you did instead of just sweeping it under the rug and trying something else. Figure out what it was that you did wrong, correct it, and try again, or maybe totally pivot and do something totally unrelated. Number 8, just don't stop. Keep going. Yes, these people that are, CEOs of multi-billion-dollar companies don't stop. Just because they don't feel like it, or they don't want to get out of bed today, or their belly hurts, whatever. Those are literally thoughts and excuses, and we have done lots of training on those thoughts and excuses. So whatever it is, don't let that be your stumbling block. Just keep going. And number 9, have a why that's big enough to get you out of bed at 4 a.m. Have a why that is big enough to have you doing the parts that you don't want to do. If that's your daily IPA, have a why that's big enough to make you push through that sheet and check off those boxes and get the things done that you're supposed to be getting done. Definitely just practice some highly effective habits. No doubt. If you want to do that, if you want to be the CEO of a corporation, if you want to be the CEO of your own corporation, then you definitely have to mimic those that have gone before you and are successful. And there are tons of people just laying it out there for you. So if you want it, you got to go get it. Have a good day.